Hey guys, Sivel from Sivel Gaming here, and today on Grand Theft Auto, we're going to look at the brand new Overflod Autarch. So today a new supercar was released. The Overflod Autarch is a prototype hypercar just released as part of the Doomsday Heist update. It's currently available on Legendary Motorsports. It was inspired by the Glickenhaus SCG limited edition sports car, which was launched in 2015 in the real world. I'll put a link in the description if you'd like to check out the Glickenhaus. I always find it really interesting to see the real-life cars that they base the GTA cars on, so see the similarities and, stuff like that. The Autarch is actually similar to the Entity XF and the X80 Proto. So those are two cars in the game right now, which you may know that are actually similar to this car. And a fun fact about this car, Autarch actually means absolute ruler, or ruler who has power. So yeah, I found that kind of interesting as well, to see the meaning of the names. So first things first, guys, like I said, the place you're going to find this is Legendary Motorsports. Let's head on in there, show open your web browser, head over to Legendary Motorsports, and it's actually going to be the first one on the list. So there it is there, and I'm just going to read the description. I always love reading these. This is not a hypercar. This is not a sports prototype or concept GT. It's something else. Something much, much better. And this isn't even an advert for whatever it is. The Autarch doesn't need an advert. It doesn't need anything it doesn't have already. Least of all, approval from an irrelevance like you. No, you need it more than you need money, dignity, or life itself. Go on. We dare you not to buy it. So yeah, there we go. A write-up from Rockstar, a little different than their other write-ups that I've read. But yeah, so they're basically just saying, look at it. We dare you to buy it. We know you want it. Go ahead and buy it. So that's what we're gonna do. Now I have just purchased this a few minutes ago. I haven't even pulled that out of my garage yet. Yeah.
What were you looking for?
Now, one thing I really like about this car is the customization options available to you. There's a whole bunch of different options available, besides the standard armor, brake and engine upgrades like the other vehicles. You also have some really nice fenders and bumpers and stuff like that. For paint jobs, you have your primary color, and then you have your secondary color. The secondary color will affect the stripe down the center, as you can see, and the bumpers and fenders and hoods, depending on what you choose for those options as well. There's some really nice front bumpers available, depending on the look you want to go for. I kind of like having the primary and secondary color shown in the bumpers on my vehicles. And then you have the back diffusers available to you as well. You have your exhaust upgrades. I always like the dual exhaust. And you have your fenders. So there's a lot of different options here to make the car look however you would like. And depending on what you pick, it might show your primary color or your secondary color. Or you might choose carbon as well if you're into that look. You can do that as well. Standard headlights and neon kits and stuff like that are available as well. Now, performance-wise, this car is great for street racing, drag racing, stunt races, or just booting around the streets, getting through traffic, whizzing between cars. The downforce on this car is relatively high at 2.95, giving it some really good traction. So this car will stick to the road really well and be able to take corners at faster speeds. Obviously, you still want to slow down a little bit when you're going into corners, just like any other race car, but you'll find that once you hit those corners, you just whiz around them really, really easily. If you're good at drifting, this car is great for that little trick where you drift around the corner and then you just hit that acceleration. Great for hairpin turns if you're good at that as well. Now you can upgrade the spoiler as you saw while we were customizing it, and this will actually increase the downforce even more. This could be one of the best handling cars in the game now. It's a high performance car, like I said, great for drag racing, track racing, all kinds of different things. And like I said, it is a beautiful car, and it's a lot of fun to drive. It's got a lot of punch, and it's got a lot of personality. I would recommend this car 100%. Alright guys, so that is my review of the brand new Autarch supercar just released. Yes, it is kind of pricey. I realize that. You're probably saying, Sivel, is it worth it? Yeah, it is a lot of money, especially with all the upgrades and stuff like that. You know, it's $2 million without the upgrades, but it is totally worth every penny. If you got the money, I do recommend getting this car. I know I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, and I think you will as well. So yeah, if you have any other questions, anything I missed, please leave them in the comments. I will get back to them as soon as possible. And also, if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to like and subscribe. The likes really help me out. They help me grow the channel. And by subscribing, that will also help me grow the channel, and you won't miss any future videos that I put out about reviews and money-making tips and stuff like that. So until next time, this is Sivel from Sivel Gaming.